just a few minutes ago the trailer of what will be the Disney Plus series, Secret Invasion, was released. A series that continues the story that began with Nick Fury in Captain Marvel. What happens when you don't know who is human or who is alien? Secret Invasion tells us the story of what happens when human civilization is invaded and hiding by an alien civilization, known as the Skrulls. But the question that leaves us with our mouths open when watching the trailer is, where are the Avengers? In this video, we'll be talking about the Secret Invasion and where are the Avengers actually located. And if you like everything related to the Marvel Universe, DC, and other movies and series, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Welcome to the Oasis Geek. The story of Nick Fury on the UCM is one that starts from the first film of this studio, Iron Man 1. In this movie, we saw how Nick Fury tried to recruit Tony Stark. Then it became a habit to see him in all Marvel movies, recruiting our favorite heroes for the Avengers team. Nick Fury has actively worked to protect planet Earth, and we can say that if it was not for his help, the destruction would have come long ago. In Secret Invasion, Nick Fury will face his own actions. The first thing we should know is that this series is based on several comics with the same name, and it was thought in the first instance that we would no longer see, as the Skrulls were the protagonists in the Captain Marvel movie. Of course, this story is pivotal to Fury, and we needed to see it on the big screen. The trailer starts with a man mentioning that since Fury left, everything has changed. The last time we saw him was in the Spider-Man movie, but I don't think he's referring to being gone from the planet. He means that after Fury left the Skrulls alone, something changed. Recall that at the end of Captain Marvel, it was shown how the Skrulls became refugees of the planet. We can see Fury walking with his gun to what appears to be a restricted location. We are also shown the arrival of a spaceship, which we think is a Skrull ship. We cut to a scene in which there is an explosion in a city. Possibly the Skrulls are staging attacks all over the planet. Nick Fury mentions that this is why he came back, meaning he came back because of these attacks that are happening and the connection to him. We are also shown a scene of Nick arriving at his own grave. Let's remember that he lost his life in the Thanos event in Infinity War, and has been in hiding ever since. A voice is heard mentioning that they have fought wars that no one knows about. The thing about this is that most SHIELD operations were secret, and they saved the Earth more times than could be counted. But of course, humans didn't know about what happened for the most part. But also, regarding the hidden battles they have fought, it could refer to the fact that the Skrulls, or the new enemies we see in the series, have generated wars against humanity in the occult. Now we are introduced to one of the new characters on the UCM. Emilia Clarke, known for her role as Daenerys Targaryen in Game of Thrones, we can see how she arrives at a place where there are several bodies of people connected to an artificial life suspension device. What I think is happening is that she is inside a Skrull ship, and what we see here are humans who are being robbed of their memories. It's been theorized that his character could also be a Skrull without knowing it, but we'll talk about her in another video. Somehow, Nick Fury feels responsible for everything that is happening, and the question comes that brings us to this video. Where are the Avengers? As this question is being asked, a newspaper is seen from the New York event, where the Avengers united to fight Loki's alien invasion. However, for some reason, they are gone. There are several explanations here. The first and most obvious is that the group was disbanded after the death of Tony Stark and the abandonment of Captain America from the team. Although many tried to continue with the Avengers, in the last movies we have seen how each one is on his own. Even in the Ant-Man movie, it is implied that he is one of the few Avengers who is still in contact with the public. It's as if the rest of the team is simply no longer interested in joining the fight, or they no longer have that leader. Nick Fury understands that he doesn't need the Avengers, that this is a battle that he must face himself. In the scene after the credits of the Spider-Man movie, we find out that the Nick Fury that was during the movie is actually a Skrull, which means that he has been missing for several years and that the Skrulls are involved. Perhaps some working to help the planet, and others for their own interests. We hear War Machine's voice mention that Fury is the most wanted man in the world. Possibly because some Skrull framed him for something terrible. We may see how Nick Fury must clear his name. The fact that Nick is with War Machine could mean that he wants to reunite the Avengers again. We also see them opening a box from a government experiment that says specimen, which could mean that there are people from the government experimenting with the biology of the Skrulls. And a few scenes are shown with several soldiers, featuring a man with hand-extending abilities. As I mentioned, they could be genetically enhanced with Skrull biology, and actually, become the villains of this story. The story concludes with Nick Fury leaving the graveyard, saying that he will have one last battle. However, let's leave one theory on the table. We know that the Avengers are most likely busy with their own problems. Ant-Man is dealing with the repercussions of Kong, and Spider-Man must still be dealing with the problem he caused with Doctor Strange, by erasing the memory of everyone close to him. However, something else could be going on. Perhaps at the time of the secret invasion, simultaneously the Avengers have been recruited by Loki to confront Kong. Perhaps this time the roles will be reversed, and it will not be Fury's turn to recruit the Avengers, but at the end of the series, it could be Loki himself who arrives through a portal to recruit Fury for the coming war. Perhaps Loki's new role on the UCM will be to bring them all together and warn them about what will happen. Loki has become a key part of the UCM, and we hope to see him as a cameo in this series. We tried to keep this analysis as free of spoilers as possible, so you can enjoy the series. But in upcoming videos, we will delve into the theories and leaks of the secret invasion. Even the possibility of Iron Man's return in the next Avengers movie. So if you like everything related to the Marvel and DC universe, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because we will be uploading videos every day. This was the Oasis Geek.